That may have been the only reason family members found out about this kidnapping in the first place. Each one of these officers had a familiar face, both in the Lakewood, Washington community and throughout the state of Washington. 7 houses on one side, 6 houses right over here. There were many houses that were just so close to this fire. If you're applying, be careful. Ask to meet the employer in person. If they're asking you to wire money, obviously don't do it. It may not take much more than getting on a pair of gloves, grabbing a shovel, and doing the obvious. Helping a senior citizen dig out from a big storm. But you're gonna see this all day out here at Compa Food Ministry. So this is the good news. This is the part where we help out because of you. So thank you so much for all your donations.
It was burnt, it was fire.
7 months after a fire, you imagine your house to look a bit more like a home. Not like this.
Is this how this house is supposed to be looking right
Absolutely not.
Don Bayard Miles hired a restoration company, Disaster Solutions of Lakewood, to refurbish her home after a fire started by a candle did some serious damage. The work was supposed to be done in July. Yet 3 months after our visit in August, when the work was already overdue.
This is horrible what they did to me.
The pictures speak for themselves. It's not the kind of house Don wanted to move back into. The insurance money for her replacement apartment ran out last month.
We have no heat. This is our shower, cold water, and we normally just come in here and we place a towel here, and we kind of make a shower.
The reason Don's home isn't finished? Disaster Solutions is out of business. Don says thousands of dollars worth of work is still unaccounted for.
I'm making calls, probably about twice a week.
And nothing.
Nothing.
On nights when it isn't too cold, she camps out here with her daughter Brooklyn. It's not perfect, but it is shelter.
Just fighting to keep it. You know, this is my first house, and I want to get it back to where it's a home for my daughter and I, so.
7 months since Dawn could call this place home. She prays for the day when she feels like it is home.
Yeah, so I'm happy, I'm here, you know, so that's good.
Think of every scenario, every set of circumstances you train for as a volunteer at the Denver Meals on Wheels.
Some of the people, not all of the people that we serve, this is the only contact that they have with anyone all day long.
A snowstorm isn't unexpected. It's just not the kind of thing you hope for.
I was up this morning at 3 o'clock this morning just to make sure that I could get an eye on the weather and make the decision to go ahead and send these meals out to the scene.
800 homebound seniors depend on the Volunteers of America program every week. For many of them, if it weren't for this kitchen, there wouldn't be dinner on the table.
Some of the homes that we're going to go to today, the snow is going to be untouched. We'll be the first footsteps through that snow to their front door with a hot meal.
Hi, Mrs. Valdez, how are you?
So in sunshine or in snowstorm, volunteers like Larry Moscow keep to their schedules.
Hi, Kay. Hi.
And their 10 to 15 daily greetings and deliveries, no matter the weather.
You're not judging people, you know. It's like it snows on everybody in the city today. The good people, the bad people, the hungry people, the poor people, the rich people, everybody's in the same boat.
Because even during a storm like this one, hunger never sleeps.
Corinne, you got your door open. It's cold out.
Would you really expect anything less from those who take their own time to help seniors savor theirs?
It's tremendous. You cannot believe, because I probably wouldn't even try to fix food. It's supposed to be because many times I don't want to eat.
Snow can't ground the heart of a volunteer.
There's one humanity, and people all have a responsibility to each other.
Her parents might call it one of the happiest days ever. For Erica Sheldon,
a lot of fighting.
April 9th, 1983 will forever be remembered as the end of her 3-year reign as princess, thanks mostly to Adele.
I'm also a little stubborn, so I think that kind of adds to the competitive nature.
From playing hide and seek to posing for pictures and climbing walls, Adele always found a way to get on her older sister's nerves and score a few points.
I've enjoyed every moment of it, other than the times we've had to go to the hospital.
The Sheldon sisters were just far enough apart in age so that they could never really compete with each other. No ref, no score, no official winner. A few years passed, Erica moved to Oklahoma City, Adele got married. The sisters eventually grew up and moved on.
Me. It's right here.
Okay, not quite.
I've always been away.
8 years away from home should change things. But the more things change,
The fact that I can knock girls around,
the more they stay the same.
that was my first interest in it.
It's why Erica didn't hesitate to join the Oklahoma Victory Dolls roller derby team, and why her baby sister
I
Adele
fell in love with it the moment I saw it.
decided she wanted to skate too for the Rocky Mountain Roller
I was
Girls.
like, I gotta be on the team that's playing her team.
And as chance would have it, fate finally stepped in to declare a winner.
Nobody could seem to remember where two teams had a sister each.
Or when a family had to choose which sister to root for.
In the house tonight, we got America the Beautiful here for the Victory Dolls, taking on her sister, the Dina Mean, for the Contenders.
I'm gonna kick her butt. She's going down. We might both go down, but I'm gonna make sure it looks good.
After 25 years,
Felt pretty good to take down my big sister.
the Sheldon Sister Smackdown finally gets a referee.
She's gonna be out there a little bit more, and I'm gonna try and hit her and get her back.
But even after 100 rounds on this ring,
So both my daughters are out there now. Oh!
America the Bootyful and Dina Mean couldn't bear to throw the knockout punch they've dreamed about for so long.
I didn't get to knock her down quite as much as I wanted to, but that's all right. We still won. We beat him pretty good.
That's the thing with sibling rivalry. Sometimes it's just more fun to keep it going.
Do it again.
In Stapleton, Ben McKee, 9 News. Along the western slope, about halfway between Denver and Salt Lake City,
Everybody cares.
a town called Meeker.
These are priceless.
The drugstore, the elementary school, all of it was built for the families that settled along the western slope during Colorado's mining days for a different kind of gold, oil and gas. But the greatest treasure in Meeker isn't found in the ground. It's in a blend of ground coffee, sugar, and flour.
Donuts and cinnamon rolls and everything is out there.
Turn back the clock to a time of the day when only streetlights shine on Main Street Meeker.
We've been married 47 years.
Dave and Enid Stefan are already past their lunch break at the bakery. You don't need a fancy name when it's the only bakery in town.
I like to make and people like to eat.
For 29 years, Dave is open and Enid's closed without a single conflict.
One little guy, he was sitting there, we just pounding candy on this like fury. He says, guess what? We're gonna make you a birthday card. So that's my birthday card.
It's one of literally thousands of letters written because of a lone aluminum can right next to the register.
It's been real heartwarming to all the people that have helped us do this.
With every dime and dollar collected in that can, the Steffans purchase school supplies for underprivileged students just a block away.
A small town like this, there's a lot of good people, and they're outstanding in what they do.
Over the years, they've also opened the bakery on prom night to keep kids off the highways. And for the little ones, as if there were any doubt about whether the kids liked the donut-making field trip. Like a donut, Meeker will always be missing its hole when the bakery's register closes a final time this month. Age is just getting the best of Dave and Enid.
Hardest parts about this closing it down is we're going to miss the people.
But just as a Samaritan can't shake good from their title,
Giving is part of their life, you know.
Dave and Enid will never forget those who gave meaning to their humble bakery and its humble pie.
I love it. It's my home. It's always been my home.